I'm sitting here at Dizzy's with Terell. We were getting ready to listen to a great set by the Clayton Brothers because it's always a great set. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about you and Jeff and the way you guys sound together, which is so remarkably tight and beautiful. So I want you to just, did it happen automatically? Is it like romance?
It is kind of like romance, you know, it's very organic, and I think both of our concepts are about listening. So because of that, I listen to him, he listens to me. We try to fit into one another's sounds, which makes one sound. So you don't find that too often. And you don't find, if I were to describe the characteristics of myself that I pride myself on and that I work on constantly, is my sound. And when I speak to him, he tells me about the hours of long tones that he does. So we both have sound as a priority. So that's what helps. And then when it comes to phrasing, we talk about it. He may, if we read something, he may read something one way, I may phrase it another, and then we'll say, how'd you like it? Some things I feel like it should be, and some things I'm pretty open to.
Because we're sitting here having a little interview for the Planet, I wanted to bring up your interview last year on the Planet with Mr. Gerald Wilson, which was one of the funniest interviews. It was a soliloquy. But was Gerald an influence in your life when you were young?
Well, you know what? It's terrible to say this. When I was young, I didn't listen to any jazz. I didn't start to listen to jazz until when I was in grad school. And then I heard it and I wanted to play it, and I started to really become, aggressive in learning it. And so many people were helping me, teaching me, Bobby Watson, John Faddis, the list goes on. And then after meeting them, I met John. From meeting John, I met Gerald.
So it was through John?
Yeah, it was through John. And, Gerald and John are so close. And, playing with John, Gerald heard me. He had me on his CD, and then we've just become close, and we talk, and he shares, of course, as you heard.
And your listening comes in very handy, your listening skills.
Well, I asked John, and I'd ask other people about a list of questions, and I put together this really, extravagant list of questions that I wanted to talk to him, and I had a way that I wanted to guide him through the interview, and I asked my first question.
And he was off and running.
That was it. I didn't need to ask anything else. It was my kind of interview. You go, Gerald.
The pressure was totally off. I just thought your rigor mortis had set in with that microphone. You're just
man. Luckily I did my push-ups that day,
That was a beautiful thing. So thank you. I really appreciate your taking the time. We love hearing you play.
Thank you.